This is episode number 287 of the InnerFight podcast. Andre, we're back with fitness under 3 minutes and three-dimensional training.
New stuff.
New stuff. You wrote an article about this a few weeks ago. We're going to go into it in a little bit more detail. What is it, though? First up, that's what's important. And it's important to understand under this is that our body actually moves in three different planes of motion. The frontal plane, horizontal, and sagittal plane. What we're seeing a lot in the movement that we do is just going straight forward and backwards. So 3D training is essentially moving in all of these different planes, right?
Yeah, so we have some rotation, we have some side to side, and some forward and back.
Yeah.
The body is essentially made to move in all these three planes of motion every day.
Yeah.
And it is actually every day. All our functional movements, as if you drop your keys and you're about to pick them up, you're actually almost moving in all those three planes of motion in just one movement.
Yeah.
In many gyms, unfortunately, you're not taught to replicate these authentic human movements.
Right.
And that causes some problems. The reason why that's a problem is because when we don't expose our body to these movements and only expose our body to very movements in very controlled and restricted environment, then the body's not ready for these now very functional and day-to-day movements.
So it's more preparing people for those day-to-day movements. And like you said, a great example there is just dropping your car keys. Yeah. You don't suddenly turn and move and do, okay, I'm going to squat, deep breath and go down, do you? You just literally reach down and pick it up, and that's where people get hurt. So your training program really should be designed to move you in all three of these directions. So using three-dimensional training, and especially what we've just started using here at InnerFight, these mats that you see on the floor.
Platform 9. The
Platform 9 mats, really, really cool. And thanks a lot to the guys at SHB that have helped us out to get those mats in. What we're seeing is the body starting to move on all of these three different planes. And at first, feels a bit weird maybe.
And looks a bit weird.
And it kind of goes a little bit against everything that, I guess, that we've taught over and over, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it's great, and I think one thing I've really seen progression in with this kind of training is the mobility.
Yeah.
Because all that more range of motion and moving your body in new kind of ways just increase that mobility
especially through, I think, for me especially, through the thoracic, so the upper spine, and then just a little bit more movement through the trunk as well. It really loosens you up.
Exactly.
So if you haven't been involved in a class that has the Platform 9 mats in, and it just looks like a kid's play toy, really, doesn't it, with the numbers on, you need to come and get involved or ask one of the coaches to take you through it. We'll show you what that's all about.
Awesome.
That's three-dimensional training. That's fitness in under 3 minutes. Cheers.
Check it out.